This is one of the ghettos. One of the ghettos in the Zongo. Yes, we have destroyed everything. And when they come, they will know that there was action here.
And I've expressed gratitude to the Ghana Immigration Service and the government for taking this action, because they say that some of their activities were creating societal problems for Ghanaians.
You are lady in Ghana, hustling for herself, like doing something good for herself. They are saying most of them here, the Nigerian ladies in Ghana, most of them here are doing hookup.
No, normally. If Nigeria is 100%, 100%, our guess is 100, both boys and what you know, but it's Nigeria. If they are 100, 90% of them in Ghana, not even 95% of them in Ghana, they are doing hookup, Olosho work.
It was a shocker to Nigerians that in time, when Nigerians were complaining about hardship and insecurity, about everything going so wrong, the Nigerian president came up with the idea of changing the Nigerian national anthem.
It is no longer news that in Ghana, in the motherland Ghana, a lot is going on in the immigration sector, and the immigration minister is proven beyond every reasonable doubt to be working effectively. Just the other day, just like I showed here, we saw videos of illegal immigrants, foreigners, that are always perpetrating evil menace in the society, in a town in Ghana called Accra. They were removed and repatriated back to their country, which fell amongst so many as Niger, people from Niger, Togo, and the rest of them. Guys, this has really sparked up a lot of curiosity and agitation in all the communities in Ghana, especially from the Ghanaian youth. So in this video, we are going to take a look at the aftermath, the effect of what this exercise have actually brought in the motherland, and the reactions of citizens as Ghanaians, what they think about this whole exercise, the way forward, and how to keep these immigrants, illegal immigrants, foreigners, call them whatever, out of the space. Exactly. And also there is an incident recorded in one of the towns in the motherland where indigenes raided an environment where illegal foreigners, inclusive of Nigerians and other citizens, do gather for the act of what? Prostitution, hawking, and all whatnot. They are saying no to illegal foreigners that come into the country Ghana to, disrupt, to commit all manner of crimes illegally, especially in the area of hawking. I've got so many comments in the comment section saying the next is going to be war against hawking, war against prostitution in Ghana, because at this point I think it is becoming a menace. It is becoming an eyesore and a thing for Ghanaians. So let's take a look at this video put together of reactions from different people, especially Ghanaians, of what they think about this current exercise of Operation Flush Out Illegal Foreigners, Operation Flush Out Crime from the Motherland Ghana. And I will come back at the end to give my own opinion and input. Please do not forget to hit on the like button, share this video, and stay subscribed if you're not. Let's take a look at this and I will be right back.
This is one of the ghettos. One of the ghettos in the Zongo. Yes, we have destroyed everything. And when they come, they will know that there was action here.
Be careful of them now. That I'm not in support of whatever bad activity going on in South Africa, and it ever, you understand? Zongo being Zongo, everywhere Zongo, they know they have this kind of lifestyle, but this one is getting too much. Anything they say, which is not that way. So I organize my people for it to cleanse the Zongo for a better future. Yeah, so that's it. All these kids, though, we have future. When all these things are going on in front of these kids, what do you expect them to?
Arrested foreign national beggars were being transported back to their countries of origin. Commuters, and I've expressed gratitude to the Ghana Immigration Service and the government for taking this action, because they say that some of their activities were creating societal problems for Ghanaians.
Me myself, I'm a taxi driver, and normally when they come and stand on your beside your car, they'll be using certain things, item. I don't know whether they brought it from home or where, to scratch your cars. And I've seen a lot of them, and sometimes I even shut on them. Sometimes they will be at the back of your car, especially the private car. They will be trying to remove the logo, the symbols on the car that maybe if you spend money on it.
My office here, me Okada driver. One baby, I'm no. This is the reason why I'm in actually because come over. Come mama 2 days. What about him? And I get guest come bola a toilet. So they should go back. It's very good. I'm happy.
You see, when someone down on the ground, so baby, we are. There's almost 2 from San on the national.
Immigration service sent buses to some parts of Accra to gather persons who have been on the street engaging in begging. The plan, according to the Immigration Service, is to repatriate them to their various homes. Over 2,000 persons were gathered or rounded up and sent to the Immigration Service headquarters. 24 hours on, Samuel Akom of the newsroom visited some of these locations to see what the situation is currently.
A few hours ago, which takes us to yesterday, the Ghana Immigration Service carried out an unannounced operation across the capital, Accra. The swoop saw the removal of some beggars, over 2,000 beggars from the street. Today, we are here at a couple of these places the Ghana Immigration Service visited to carry away those individuals to ascertain whether or not some more people have come back onto the street or what the situation is. We are currently at Obichebi interchange here, and we do notice that they have not returned. Ordinarily, you would have seen some of these children and individuals walking across the streets, holding people and begging for alms. And also when there's a bit of traffic, they get close to the vehicles and asking for money and all of that. We have noticed that those things are not happening here. The streets have been cleared. Under the interchange here, you would have seen them taking shelter, but that is not taking place. And so there's the first point we have visited.
From the Obichebi runabout, the team visited Nkrumah interchange to assess the current situation.
We are currently at the Nkrumah interchange, and the situation here, we can report that the individuals who used to be on the street to beg for alms are no more here. Ordinarily, you would have seen all around the children holding commuters and asking them for money and some other items, and that is not being witnessed here due to the operation that was carried out by the Ghana Immigration Service yesterday. And as we speak, those individuals who were picked up, over 2,000 individuals, are being taken back to their various destinations, who are mostly out of this country, and so that action is being taken.
Notably, the airport runabout, previously plagued by beggars, was clear, with traders conducting their business as usual. Commuters have expressed relief following the exercise. Gideon Mensah, a taxi driver, praised the Immigration Service, citing the nuisance caused by child beggars scratching his vehicle.
And that's a lot. Me myself, I'm a taxi driver, and normally when they come and stand on your beside your car, they'll be using certain things, item. I don't know whether they brought it from home or where, to scratch your cars. And I've seen a lot of them, and sometimes I even shout on them. Sometimes they will be at the back of your car, especially the private car, and they will be trying to remove the logo, the symbols on the car that maybe if you spend money on it. So since I heard that they've done that operation and they've gone, I was very happy. And now so far today I've done a lot of runs, and I didn't see any of them on the way, and I think it's okay. It's a good move.
Issa Salam, a businessman, recounted how beggars obstructing his office entrance disrupted his business.
It's too much. Me I affect me. Wow, my office near me Okada driver. Wow, baby, I'm no. This is the reason why I'm in actually because come over. Mama 2 days. What about him? And I get guest come on bola a toilet. Until anytime be me baha me bre. In fact, I'm not me buy a me bola on. Let me say no, go for any ho. We need too much. Because only if you are about toilet, I about toilet. So they should go back. It's very good. I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Other commuters echoed similar sentiments.
President in Yabona Basso. You are seeing someone down on the ground, so Bibi, there's almost 2 from San on the national. So, it is an amount of money, you know, come Naja, baby, I'm going to almost enforce Yaman and Punipa.
At the Ghana Immigration Headquarters, buses carrying arrested foreign national beggars were being transported back to their countries of origin. However, authorities were unavailable to engage the media on how many of the individuals have been taken back to their countries. Meanwhile, Interior Minister Mubarak Muntaka announced on Facebook that similar exercises will be conducted in Kumasi and other regions soon, appealing for public support.
Commuters and have expressed gratitude to the Ghana Immigration Service and the government for taking this action, because they say that some of their activities were creating societal problems for Ghanaians.
Now let's do an interview on this particular issue. The Member of Parliament for Wa West is the Deputy Chairperson of the Defence and Interior Committee of Parliament. Honorable Peter Lanchine-Tobu, a former policeman. You're welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom. Welcome to Channel 1 Newsroom.
Thank you very much, my brother Umar. It's been a while. Good evening to you and good evening to your channel listeners.
Indeed, it's been a while. Good evening to you. What do you make of this move by the Ghana Immigration Service?
First of all, let me congratulate the Acting Comptroller General of the Ghana Immigration Service, my good brother Mr. Basintali, and his hard-working team. This is something that ought to have been done many years ago, and I'm happy that you're taking a bold step dealing with it. Child treatism is a problem, not just in West Africa. It's a global problem. And these issues have to do with public safety, and gradually it gets into national security. The truth of the matter is that the right of the child should drive the operation. Whatever the Ghana Immigration Service is doing, they should understand that there is no future on the street. If these children are allowed to grow in Ghana on the street, and they don't have the character to fit into society and they become a danger to society, we have allowed that danger to erupt. There is no future on the street. So when we say the future belongs to the young ones, the future belongs to the youth, it is not the kind of youth that are on our street. So if they grow on the street and they multiply on the street and the panel become criminals, we have allowed it to happen. And I'm happy that the Immigration Service has taken a bold step. What is more interesting is that there is gradually becoming some global network of beggars with sponsors. They carry them from all kinds of countries in the form of trafficking and drop them somewhere and make a lot of money from these children and destroy the future of the children. So as a global community, very particularly in West Africa, all of us should be concerned. It's not just a matter of arresting them. We should arrest them. We should treat them humanely. And apart from treating them humanely, when we are thinking about repatriating them, we should begin to look at collaboration between our country and the countries of origin. If you are taking them back, will you ensure that our borders are tight enough for them not to come back? If you are taking them back, will you ensure that their country of origin accepts them and treat them well? That these are children we are all trying to support for them to grow to become responsible citizens within the ECOWAS sub-region. It is a joint project, and we need to collectively appreciate the fact that we are dealing with humanity. If you look at what is happening in the Sahel, if they are being brought down because of the challenges, I think that we'll look at it differently. But if they are being imported because somebody is doing business with these children, we should be firm enough to ensure that whatever it is, but it should be out of our streets.
You are a member of parliament from a constituency from a region that is a border region, the Upper West region, and you do know the situation with our borders up north on the eastern coast, on the eastern side and on the western side. Getting these people back into the country or having them come into the country is even easier than sending them back. First of all, it's an issue of green pastures that is what's driving them. It's an economic issue, climate issue, and all of these things. So it's driving them down south. So it will be difficult to resist their entry. If you have porous borders, it makes it even easier for these people to return. There's a view that what we did yesterday was a simple case of cost 90, and that they will be back to the streets sooner than later because they will be able to move through the country using the same borders. I don't know what you have asked a question of the collaboration with the other country, but are our borders ready to prevent these people from returning?
Probably we should look at West Africa as a sub-region that we all belong to. Apart from restricting people from entering our borders, we should appreciate the fact that the border between Ghana and Burkina Faso in particular is just on paper. In our brains, there is no border between Ghana and Burkina Faso. These are just families across the other side of the country. So when they find themselves there, they feel very comfortable. So we should begin to look at how do we ensure that West Africa as a whole, we treat our children well. Whether you are from Nigeria and you find yourself in Ghana, whether you are from Burkina Faso and you find yourself in Ghana, or whether you are from Ghana and you find yourself in Nigeria, the government should have a collective approach to dealing with children. The street should not be the place for them. If they go and find themselves back to Ghana, but they should not find themselves onto the street. We should have a collaborative approach with Nigeria, with Mali, with Cote d'Ivoire, with Burkina Faso, and ensure that if we identify your citizens, and these are young children between the ages of probably 6 to 11, what do we do as a community? So we should have a community approach to dealing with this matter. Because if the borders are porous and we believe that, people don't even believe that these borders in our brains do exist, and they over and come, and we can't restrict them. Let's find a way, getting them back. If we are getting them back and it's due to challenges very particularly happening in the Sahel, that they cannot even survive, how do we keep them here to ensure that their own countries will collaborate for us to treat them well? We should treat them well and let them grow to become very responsible citizens of the ECOWAS sub-region, because collectively our security is in our hands. And we can't just think about the fact that this is Ghana, and this is Cote d'Ivoire, this is Togo, and this is Niger. We are all together in this.
Okay.
Bad children growing in Ghana will affect the region. Bad children growing in Niger will affect the region. Can we have a collective ECOWAS approach to this matter?
Very well. From Parliament or at the parliamentary level, what can you do and what are you doing and what will you do?
I'm quite sure that we should be talking to my good friend Honorable Ablakwa to look at our foreign policy and look at the collaboration with our neighbors to ensure that this is a challenge that has been with us for years, and we are trying to look for a lasting solution. It is not a Ghana solution. It should be an ECOWAS solution. It should be a sub-regional solution. It should be a brotherly solution, because if people in Niger cannot stay because of the reality of climate change and they are forced downwards, you can't stop them. They are just unstoppable naturally. What we do to collaborate to see how can we accommodate. Apart from accommodating, if we are taking them back, how will government be able to integrate them into their society and make them to live life worth living? If they are able to have that global or community approach, I'm sure with the leadership of Honorable Okuchatu Ablakwa, we should find.
It's very difficult to see a Nigerian lady in Ghana hustling for herself, like doing something good for herself. There are most of them here, the Nigerian ladies in Ghana, most of them here are doing hookup.
Oh, normally when if Nigeria is 100%, our guess is 100, both Igbos and the what you know, but it's Nigeria. If they are 100, 90% of them in Ghana, not even 95% of them in Ghana, they are doing hookup or Olosho work because there is no work for them. And some of them, not that there is no work, there is work in Ghana, but some of them cannot even take themselves too low to work that kind of work because they believe that their pekus is their money, so they have to use that their pekus and they find what they want, and that is all for them.
Okay. So in terms of hustling, a Ghanaian lady and a Nigerian lady, you give it to the Ghanaian woman, right?
No, normally that one definitely yes. Okay. Ghana lady, you people work harder. Okay. More than our case. Our girl doesn't work. Okay. Most of our Nigerian girls, they don't work. Only what they like is that hookup because that is soft work for them. Okay. Easiest work for them. So most of them they don't work. They only do hookup and Olosho work. So it's what they normally do. Okay, normally when you come for the aspect of Nigerian lady and Ghana lady, normally I will choose Ghana lady.
Why?
Because you see Ghana lady, they are more submissive more than Nigerian lady.
Okay.
So you know, Ghana lady, if you have money, you don't have, it's not their concern. So first you have something to do. Let me say, in every day, give them 20 Ghana cedis. They are okay. That 20 cedis, then we take it to buy banku and shut up, and they can eat with it, and it's okay. And when it to an aspect of our guests, me, I'm a typical Igbo man. I'm a full Nigeria person, also a Biafra guy. Okay. So when they come for our lady, or Nigeria lady, so if you are doing anything with them, you have to have something doing. Your pocket have to tell you, your bank account have to tell you something. Before you go out, say, oh, yeah, let us go to this or any other thing. Your account have to clock like 20 meter, 20 million naira. Stroke 100 million naira. You have to have a better car like Benz, G-Wagon, those kind of car. I get me. So because they can't cope. That is the reason why you see most of them doing prostitution, ashawo work. Sorry for saying this. I get me. That is the reason why, because they can't cope. But Ghana woman is submissive. Any amount you give them, they are okay with them. So you see some of them. Now what makes some of them they do ashawo work.
Okay.
It was a shocker to Nigerians that in time, when Nigerians were complaining about hardship and insecurity, about everything going so wrong, the Nigerian president came up with the idea of changing the Nigerian national anthem. And it shocked Nigerians. And they were like, how does this man think? How does he think? But let me bust you people's bubbles. You see, our president keeps on showing us on and on and on that truly, that he is a person that genuinely represents the way Nigerians think. I'm pretty sure other parts of African countries can relate to what I'm saying, because I've had people come to my inbox to expose to me their interactions and escapades with Nigerians and the way Nigerians truly think. For example, let me give an example. Nigerians are the only people that would go out and start bragging with the same set of individuals that are instrumental to their poverty, that are instrumental to the crippling of their national economy. You see them bragging with Dangote, you see them bragging with Adenuga, Odetola, Obi Kubana, Blablakana, whatever, Chief Priest and whatever. Davido, they are bragging with these sets of people. I'm telling you. But these people are instrumental to their detriment. Now it makes you wonder how Nigerians think. This is one out of so many things that proves to you that Nigerians as individuals think through their anus. I'm telling you the truth. It's very clear. That's why I was reading a document that said that 1 out of 4 Nigerians are mad, proving exactly what I've established for a very long time. I'll make a crop of that very magazine and show to you people, just in case people think I'm making it up, because I've always installed this from time memorial, and that magazine is just an evidence to what I've installed. Because when you listen to Nigerians reason, you see that there is no brain in this one. I'm telling you, it's all criminality. That's why when they got shocked in seeing their president that was supposed to address national issues going to change the national anthem, and they were I laughed. I was like, this man is truly a Nigerian like every other Nigerian.
Exactly, guys. We have seen and we have heard. I am quite appreciative of what the Minister of Immigration and Interior is actually doing in the motherland. It's a welcome development for me, and I applaud the motherland for this exercise. And from the scene we have seen, based on how they are destroying the chalets of these illegal hawkers in the motherland, is actually a good one. Because if you heard the speech of the young man who said the youth are the future, and if the youth are not really put in order, taken out of the streets because there's no life in the streets, then we are wasting our time. This is not only applicable to Ghana alone. If it might interest you to know, it is also in Nigeria and some other countries in the continent of Africa. But Ghana taking this stance and this move against illegal foreigners that are committing these kind of crimes, just like we've rightly heard from reports of indigenous citizens of the motherland Ghana, has proven beyond every reasonable doubt that it has been a major hassle, problem, and challenge for most Ghanaians. And it is at this point a welcome development indeed. And I again applaud the good people of Ghana, the government of Ghana, the immigrations, and Minister for Interior for this. Guys, we also saw the saying of what a Nigerian, I believe, is giving us his own opinion about what most Nigerian unemployed citizens come to do in Ghana. And I've got so many comments times without number of Ghanaians as well saying that most Nigerians come into the country not for any plan, with no plan, no goal, no objective, no impact or input in the motherland. For the most part, most of them are self-employed who genuinely do business. Disclaimer, beyond every reasonable doubt, that is actually true. But on the other hand, we've got some Nigerians on this table of no plans, no goals, and they come hawking, prostituting, committing all manner of crimes for the women and for the men through young girls trafficking, child trafficking, and on the other hand for the men, fraud, scamming, kidnapping, and all whatnot. And it has been a major problem and a hassle for the good people of Ghana. And I'm grateful and happy that with the current move or movement in the motherland, a lot is going to take shape, a lot is going to change. And I say kudos to the government of Ghana, to the motherland Ghana, and everyone who is in support of this. Exactly. And as the ambassador, I totally am in support of anything that's definitely going to bring good growth, success, sanity, cleanup, sanitization, call it whatever, in the motherland to keep the country top ranked up there for the most safest, well cultured as usual, well cultured, safe, clean, and developing in the continent of Africa. Exactly. Now at this point, at this juncture, I need you guys to tell me what are your thoughts, your opinion, your input based on everything we have seen, we have heard here, as shown here, as reports and news have carried. Let me know your thoughts, your opinion, your input, because it will really go a long way to give us diverse understanding, knowledge, and what is going on. And as well, at this point, if you are yet to hit on the like button, please kindly do so. If today subscribe, if this is your first time here and you find this space quite interesting, and moreover, share this video for more people to see. Once again, congratulations, well done to the country Ghana, to the good people of Ghana, to the government of Ghana, and most importantly, to the president of Ghana. God bless our homeland Ghana and make our nation great and strong. Thank you once again for staying true to the end, coming from the stable of Chiviki Inspirations, aka Victoria Chinyere, the ambassador for the motherland Ghana. Oshe Bades, keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed, as I wish you nothing but a blast this week and beyond by the grace of God. And I will see you in my next episode. Ciao, ciao. Mwah.